CJ, you were kind of thrown to the wolves, pun intended, last year when Grayson McCall got hurt. Can you talk about some of the most important lessons you've learned becoming QB1 and a leader of this program?
Yeah, I learned a lot, especially from Grayson McCall. He was a great leader for me, great mentor for me even when he was done. I learned how to, every day be the same person, try to be more vocal, than what I was before. So at the end of that year, at the end of last year, that was what I was working towards, to just be a more vocal leader. And you will see some of those flashes in the spring ball that we just had. I was very, and still is, a very vocal leader. But overall, the type of leader I am, I'm an energetic guy, and that's what I bring to the table.
CJ, left side, third row.
Hey, CJ, Scout Hughes with WIZS Henderson. To end last year, you guys played East Carolina. You also played them to start this year. What's that going to be like in terms of just getting back at the Pirates?
Yeah, it's just always exciting to get on that field for that first time, and that game one is going to be really fun, and the way we prepare for it's going to even be funner. I can't wait to step out for the first time with my guys and see what we're really made of.
CJ, right side, third row.
Kenton Gibbs with Locked On ACC and Locked On Wolfpack. CJ, Coach Doran talked about what it meant to bring a quarterback back, and that this is the first time that's happened in quite some time. Can you explain what the difference is in kind of knowing, hey, I'm in the front seat, I'm in the driver's seat, this is my team per se as the quarterback one here, as opposed to being in a situation where you were expecting to kind of be mentored and nurtured into playing this year?
Yeah, it's a big difference. Like last year, I just was sitting back and, letting Grayson, do his thing. And there's a lot of things I wanted to do last year, but I didn't want to step on Grayson's toes, just be more a leader than what Grayson was, So I just observed and, coming into this year, it's very different. In spring, it was very different. I used my voice more, as I said before. I was way more than what I was last year. And I think, what happened, not to any knock to Grayson, but I think that I got the chance to, experience being a starter of the team.
CJ, if you want to push those microphones up just a little bit, you can. And your next question will be to your left side, front row.
CJ, Dan Tortora, wakeupcalldt.com. Working with offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach Kurt Roper, how has he helped you evolve your game up to this point?
Yeah, Coach Roper is, for one, he's a great guy, phenomenal guy, but he helped me, every day. Like every day I come in that room with him, in the meeting room, I gain some type of knowledge and some type of, understanding of the game better. And, it's great that he's our offensive coordinator because he understands me and I understand him. He's my quarterback coach still at the end of the day, so.
CJ, right side, second row.
CJ, Brian Pirtle with Pat Pride on 24/7 Sports. A lot of new guys coming to the O-line group this year, whether it's Teague Anderson or Jalen Grant, the transfer portal. Spike Souls coming in as a highly touted freshman. How much have you been able to kind of get to know those guys on and off the field, and how much were you looking forward to working with those guys this season?
We got a great group of guys up front, and I spend a lot of time with them. We've had a couple dinners so far. I have fun with them, joke around with them a lot, but some of those guys are returners, and, we already had that connection. This is, guys like you just said, like Teague and JG. I try to get to know them more, and I did a good job. I feel like I know them, like I just know them a lot, and they know me.
CJ, your last question will be on the left side towards the back of the room.
Anthony Yarrow, 305 Sports. CJ, what's it mean to represent Miami at this stage as a rising sophomore?
It's great. I feel good to represent the city of Miami. That's where I'm from, and taking what I got to North Carolina, showing them what I got, and putting on for the city. 305 has just been good. It's been great, and I feel like I'm doing a great job.